Hey guys, this is Phil. I'm here with Chris, and today we're going to be talking about speed reloads. Now, anytime you're in an engagement and your gun goes dry, you run out of ammunition, you're going to want to perform a speed reload.
The tips and techniques we're going to go over today are going to make our reloads deliberate and efficient.
Now, we primarily use AR-style platforms. So what that means is that the techniques might not apply to you if you run an AK or perhaps a bullpup-style rifle. But overall, the tips are generic enough that they can apply to whatever style platform you or your team runs. So let's get into it.
A speed reload starts with your rifle, so you have to recognize that there's no BBs coming out of your gun. So whether that's a misfeed, which is common with airsoft rifles, or if your magazine is actually dry.
And it's important to note that on airsoft guns, the mag doesn't necessarily come out when you hit the mag release. Sometimes you have to strip it. If it's an AK mag or maybe a bullpup mag, you have to put a little bit extra effort to get it out. So make sure that you're stripping the mag out if you need to. Don't just rely on the mag catch. Once you know that the mag is clear from your gun, you're going to want to go to your primary reload source. Now, in the case of a speed reload, you're in an engagement, you don't need to be particularly picky. Just go grab whichever mag your hand falls on, and you're going to want to start your reload with that mag. Now, that could be in front of you, it could be to your side, on your belt, whatever you particularly run. Just go for a mag and start your reload. So throughout the speed reload, you're going to want to make sure that you keep an eye on the battle space that you're in. If you're in an engagement, you don't want to put your head down and then lose track of the enemy that you were just engaging.
That being said, a quick glance at your gear, half a second to make sure that you're going for an appropriate mag, can save you 2 or 3 seconds down the road in your reload.
Make sure that you keep your gun in your field of view. Some people like to bring the gun right up to their face. Some people like to have it up front in their workspace. Really, it's got to be whatever's comfortable for you and whatever is consistent, whatever you're able to do reliably time after time after time to make sure that your reload is as smooth as possible. So what we're going to do now is Chris is going to demonstrate a speed reload technique. Now, this isn't necessarily the best speed reload technique, but it's the one that the storm riders have chosen as our technique because we find it's most applicable to our style of play. So let's get into it with Chris, and I'm going to narrate as he goes. The first step with the reload is that Chris is going to clear the mag from his gun. He's then going to reach for the next mag, bring it up into his workspace and into the gun. Alternatively, Chris can bring the gun into his workspace and cant it to the side, which allows for a smoother reload in certain situations. In order to keep consistency to a maximum, we keep all of our mags facing the same direction. So on a weak side transition, Chris will grab the mag with a beer can grip instead of an index grip. In situations where it's not feasible for you to drop your mag, you may want to do an L-style reload in order to conserve the mag into a dump pouch. So one thing that's going to be very important to making sure that your speed reloads are effective is practice. Now, you always hear that practice, 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 but the reality is you can really get a lot of good improvement by just putting on your gear and trying a few reloads at home, making sure that your placement is right on your gear, that you're going through the motions correctly, so that once you get onto the field, you know what to expect and the body mechanics are familiar to you.
So that's it for our video on speed reloads. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Remember to hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.